Hello, everyone. I'm going to record a beautifully illustrated book. It's entitled When We Fly, and it's by Jess McGeachin. It says Lucy has always been good at fixing things, the wonky mailbox, broken watches, even Dad's old binoculars. And Lucy is happy to help her dad. They share a special bond. It's just the two of them, after all. So when Lucy finds a tiny bird with a broken wing, she's sure she can fix him too. But not everything that's broken can be fixed. A tender and loving story about loss, healing, and the special connection between fathers and daughters. All right, so that's what we're going to read about today. When We Fly. So I'll show you these. Lucy had always been good at fixing things, the wonky mailbox, broken watches, even Dad's old binoculars. Dad needed a bit of extra help. It was just the two of them after all. So when Lucy found a tiny bird who couldn't fly behind the old garden shed, she was sure she could fix him too. He was just a common sparrow, but Lucy didn't think he was common at all. So here's the little sparrow behind the barn. Lucy called him Flap. She made a shoebox bed while Dad took a closer look. I think Flap's wing is broken, Dad told Lucy softly. He won't be able to fly again. So here's the shoebox. And Dad thinks his wing is broken. Aww. Lucy noticed that Flap looked sad. It's not fair, she thought. All the other birds still soar in the air. Why shouldn't Flap? Surely there was a way she could help. Lucy took her very best chalk and began to draw. She was surrounded by a sea of crumpled paper before she had the perfect plan. So she sat over here about Flap, and now she's coming up with the perfect plan. She would need to borrow a few things. Dad wouldn't mind. He liked everything Lucy made. Keep out, secret plan. She has a sign on the door. Lucy hammered, nailed, sawed, and sawed. It took the whole weekend and a few afternoons. So here she is. Let's see what she comes up with. But it was worth it. Oh my goodness. Can you believe Lucy is a little genius? Lucy placed Flap safely in the back seat and pushed the plane to the big field behind her house. The wheels bent the grass as she rolled it into position. She released the brake and they hurled down the hill faster and faster and faster until so this plane doesn't fly in the air, or maybe it does. They were flying. They soared above fields and forests. Flap chirped happily, and Lucy knew he could feel the wind in his feathers again. Lucy was so busy checking on Flap that she didn't notice something was wrong with the plane. They are flying in the air. Can you believe it? Lucy made a plane that works, but something's wrong. But she did notice when the wings buckled, the rivers popped and the rivets popped and the propeller started to slow. Just as the plane began to fall, Lucy caught a glint of color from above. Flap gave a small chirp. So the plane's in trouble. See all of that black smoke. Oh my goodness, look. All the birds flying. And there they are amidst them. There were herons and hornbills, eagles, and egrets. Every type of bird Lucy could imagine filled the sky, and they'd all come to help. The birds saw that she was in trouble and they came to help. They gently lowered the plane to a field below where it fell apart into a dozen pieces. Lucy's heart sank. She'd never be able to fix this, and now Flap would never fly again. Dad came and sat next to her in the grass. Lucy told him her plan and how everything had gone wrong. Not everything that's broken can be fixed, Lucy, but you tried to help, and Flap knows it. That's the most important part. So here's her plane all in pieces, and here she's sitting next to her dad, and he shared some good advice with her. Lucy fixed Flap's box so it was even better than before. He stayed with them for the last few days of summer, but then he was gone. Lucy and Dad love spending time together. Sometimes they fix things and sometimes they just watch the birds in the garden. Lucy often missed Flap, but then she remembered she had Dad. It was just the two of them after all, and that was more than okay. Wow. Now it's showing all the birds and it's naming them. That was beautiful. So when Flap was gone, what do you think? Where do you think Flap went? Do you think Flap's wing healed and he was able to fly again? If you liked When We Fly, please press like, and I'll see you next time at Cindy Harper Speaks. Thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.